What made you do the 30-day mastery course?
I was just looking to improve my life, but my opinion of myself was that I wasn't doing what I should be doing, and I'm getting on now. So I think it was work that possibly brought me to it, and not being very happy with, not thinking I was very happy with the way my life was going, which is funny now. I feel like I'm looking back on a different person. But yeah, I think I was not particularly happy with my job or my situation. That's what brought me to it. And I met Liz, and I chatted to her quite regularly and loved talking to her. And was very happy when she said I could do this course that was coming up. And I'm so glad I did when I have. So, absolutely brilliant.
What was your biggest takeaway from the 30-day mastery course?
I learned so much about myself, so much, and I am still every day. I think my biggest takeaway was the idea of automatic behaviour, the way we think automatically and do things automatically. That is far and away the biggest thing I've taken away from this, because actually thinking about how I think and being able to change how I think and change my behaviours is huge. Absolutely huge, and it's it's made me so happy. I do feel so positive now about the future. So positive, it's crazy. I've stopped drinking altogether, which is just brilliant, and I'm so excited about that because it's something I've done just out of habit, just completely out of habit for such a long time, and it's you know, so easy to change. Well, not easy to change. I've never thought about changing it, but I'm very excited about having changed it already. And that's just one little thing. But you know, the way I eat has really changed, and I'm really looking after myself so much more. And you know, because I feel I deserve it. I've never thought so much about me and who I am and my relationship to the universe and to other people and how I can improve it. So just improving my relationship with me and thinking about what I actually want has improved how I behave and how I think about things so much. It's just a huge change. Yeah, thank you so much for doing this. It's been amazing actually, and it continues to be, but it's all there. It just keeps drip feeding, and then I have epiphanies left, right and centre, and I realise what you've been saying in different ways all the time, and it all makes complete sense. It all fits together so brilliantly.
Was there a specific area of your life that you wanted to improve, or were you looking to improve overall?
Looking to improve overall, there were a few areas that I thought were the problems, but actually I don't think they were the problems. It's all kind of changed. You know, what I thought were the problems weren't really the problems, and it was all my thinking and what was in my head, and automatic thinking, huge amounts of that that I'm now in control of. Haha, which is brilliant. So I'm very, very happy with that. Yeah, not what I thought, different things to what I thought, and I didn't know, so I'm very glad I do know. Thank you very much.
Did you find that you were looking forward to the next day's lessons, or did you find it cumbersome?
I was looking forward to them, but I have to admit that I knew I wasn't doing everything properly. Some people just, and so I was a bit, I don't know, I was a bit cross with myself for not doing it properly, but I wanted to carry on every day, but I knew I was missing out bits. That's why I did it all again in the end, and it made so much sense, much more sense doing it again the second time round, and it still does. You know, I'm still learning and I'm still thinking about it a lot. Yeah, I wouldn't say cumbersome. I would say I was just I wasn't doing it entirely properly straight away. I did find I found things a bit difficult to put together to start with, but it's obviously much happier now after I've done it a couple of times and I've put everything together.
Do you feel that you now have the knowledge and the tools to create the life of your dreams?
So I have a very lovely hope that is possible. I feel far more positive about the future than I did before, I must say. and it's really exciting. It is really exciting, and that does put me on a different in a different zone. But I genuinely do feel much more excited about my future than I did before, and I do feel that I can make big changes, and I'm in control of things a lot more, which is so liberating. Thank you.
Would you recommend the 30-day mastery course to your colleagues, friends and family?
I absolutely would, same as I would recommend Liz as a transformational coach. I think this course for me has been very transformative and continues to be. It's very new to me, all this stuff, and I'm having to go over it and over it to get it, but I keep getting it, and it's a revelation every time. And then I see different things all the time, and I'm seeing things differently, and I know how much work I need to do and where it is. It's mainly in my head, which is very interesting. Absolutely, yeah, it helps you sort out what's important. And some of the ideas about having 4 areas of your life that you want to work on is really helpful to think about things like that. I'm very muddled naturally, so I kind of, the idea of having a bit of a grid is great for me, and the whole thing's been so useful. I would definitely recommend it to anyone.
Would you recommend Liz as a life coach?
I definitely would. I've loved this course so much. I've got so much out of it. I see things so differently, and I see my friends so differently, and I see other people so differently. I never did like listening to the news or anything like that. The negativity that we're surrounded by, and that we can easily flick off, the idea of just flicking it off, is so liberating and so lovely and so helpful. Lifting away, you didn't know it was so easy to lift off you. Definitely, I think a lot of people need a lot of help these days, so I would absolutely recommend Liz.